What's up, everybody? I know this shit's about 20 seconds delayed, so just wondering if anybody's out there in the fucking Facebook world. I'm over here. Normally, I'd be recording the midweek memo right now, but given the circumstances of the shit that happened today, um, not really feeling it. You know what I'm saying? So, anyways, this stupid shit's asking me to do some shit which I have no idea how to do, so I'm just gonna leave that shit alone. Anyways, hope everybody's doing well out there, man. If you got children, just give them that extra love today. You know, it should, it's just fucking sick to know what's going on out there in a world that motherfuckers like that exist. You know, that to kill fucking little kids. This shit's asking me to do some kind of fucking framework, so I have no idea how to do this dumb shit. So, anyways, anybody out there, how y'all doing today? Hope everything's good for y'all, man. Feel free to comment on the motherfucking in the comment shit. Let me know what y'all think. How things are going on your end. You know, I just want to know, like, what do y'all think is making these fucking school shootings something that's just occurring more often than not? You know, like, I don't get it. You know, back in the old days, I guess motherfuckers never had, I guess, the idea to go and fucking shoot up a goddamn school. You know, I don't know. So, anyway, I'd like to know what y'all think, man. And let me know if y'all can view, if y'all see me, how the fuck it's looking, because I don't fucking know. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. Um, I'm Lopez, and normally I like to keep it, you know, semi interesting with some dumb shit, you know, on the midweek memo. But this one, it's a bit on the somber side, man. Maybe y'all could liven the mood up for me. Shit. I don't know, dude. What do you guys think, man? What do you think is causing there to be a mental issue more nowadays than what it was before? Do y'all have any idea? Like, what do you think? I don't know, dude. Anyways, this shit's starting to piss me the fuck off because it keeps telling me that my frame rate is too fucking slow. Anybody out there in the world want to say hello, drop by, leave me a comment, a death threat? Ah, fuck, man. What are y'all thoughts on this fucking bullshit that's happening? Just so y'all know, to give you a little bit of where I'm at. I'm in San Antonio, Texas. I'm about, let's say, about an hour and a half away from Uvalde, or Uvalde as they say it out here, where this senseless fucking tragedy happened. I don't know much about what's going on because I don't watch the news. So, I mean, all I know is from what I've heard is some motherfucker went up into an elementary school and shot up some fucking kids, bro. You know? And, hey, what's going on, James? Um, you're a Texan. You're out here in Texas, bro. It's fucking crazy, right? Like, motherfuckers out there shooting up schools. And then not only you're shooting up kids, bro. If you hate life that much, just do yourself a favor and just fucking take yourself out. You know what I mean? There's no need to take out motherfucking kids with you. Why would you do that? It's, I don't know. It's just aggravating, I guess, to me. What the fuck? Anyways, I just literally got off of work a minute ago. Well, not a minute ago, about an hour ago. And, I don't know. He shot his grandma and then the kids? What the fuck? This motherfucker shot his grandma. Ah, fucking McKeeler, I'm 100% with you on that. You know, people say it is ridiculous, but I think it is time that these teachers do have fucking weapons. You know what's a trip is like where I drop my kid off at school. Um, Once the doors closed, they're locked. You know what I'm saying? And to get in, you have to push a motherfucking little ding dong button, and then you have to show identification in order to get in. You know what I mean? And there seems to be school security there. Also, I think they have like volunteers and shit, like to walk around. Like they have parents that volunteer to keep the schools. So 18 kids, holy shit, god damn. Thanks for that update, Rissa. 18 fucking kids, y'all. 3 adults. What a piece of shit. You know, many of you have children out there. I got 3 youngins, 3 youngins that are school aged. And this shit fucking hurts. I can't imagine. I can't imagine the fear that would be running through my head had it happened to a school around here. Especially like, or for example, if it happened in a school where my kids go to, the cops would probably have to shoot me because I'm gonna fucking run in there, and you could call it armchair quarterbacking or whatever, but this is just what I believe I would do because my kids are my everything, and I'm pretty sure everybody feels the same way about their kids as well. You know, it's just sickening, fucking sickening. But I mean, I don't even know if it's been politicized yet, which I'm pretty sure it probably already has. And that's fucking gross within itself as well. You know. Ay, Dios mío. So, anyways, y'all, what's going on in y'all neck of the woods, man? Anything going on that way? Well, Killer, I know you're in Viter. Felice, you're out there in the Fort Worth, Dallas area. Risa, you're out in Colorado. I mean, how's shit going out on your end of the woods, y'all? Everything kosher? Did I vote? Unfortunately, there's an answer for that as well. I unfortunately am not able to vote at this time. Long story short, my background. I'll just say that. You know what I'm saying? But if you haven't gone out to vote out here, y'all, it's that time, man. It's time to go out there and vote. Whether it's left or right, just go vote, man. It's your right, because some of us don't have that right anymore to vote. So, do it. Oh, you're good, baby. Costa Rica, that's what's up, brother. That's a good fucking vacation right there. Hell to the yes, man. That's awesome. And it's rainy and been hot, busy with work, graduation party, catering. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. You know what's fucked up when I think about that? Like, how many kids who are looking forward to the summer vacations, plans all fucking gone, squashed. What's going on, Simpson? And I want to know, put an armed vet in the schools and the kids will be protected. That's been said a lot of times, Rodriguez. That I'm sure there's a lot of fucking veterans out there that would love to fucking provide their time and secure. However, there's so much politics involved on this bullshit. about arming the fucking students, about arming, oh, not the students, I'm sorry, about arming the fucking, the teachers. I mean, shit. And then not only that, I could just imagine the repercussions, or not only repercussions, if one of them happens to fucking do something. It's just too much, bro. I don't know. Dealing with crazy bipolar Colorado weather. Oh, God, Risa, I'm with you. Colorado is that one place where you get all 4 seasons in one fucking day. Man, oh, man. When are we as a country going to come together and fucking try to pinpoint what the fuck is wrong with our country? You know, this isn't just a Northeast thing, a West Coast thing, a Southern thing. It's a fucking national thing, you know? Anyways, let's try to keep them in mind, you know. I'm tired of thoughts and prayers, y'all. You know, I get it. For those that are very religious and stuff like that, you know, very spiritual, handle it. Yeah, good point. 9/11 happened. They put armed marshals. Why not put armed at school? Again, I mean, I think also, especially when you think about it, like Uvalde is a very small town. It's not that big, man. So you probably wouldn't even expect it to happen somewhere like that. Oh, that's fucking great to hear. In Colorado, they're armed. Shit. On another note, Nathaniel was watching the news with me and was reading the headlines, and he was just like, "What's a mass shooting?" Jesus Christ. You know, and that's a youngin' right there. I mean, he's. How do you explain that to a kid, you know? To make it make sense. I don't know, man. And it's gonna get politicized if it hasn't done so yet. You know, that's what it's gonna turn into, a fucking a dick measuring contest between the left and the right, and rather than looking for a solution to the root cause of this shit. You know, where could it be? 7 going on 8. Holy shit! So he's school age. You know, he's at that age. God damn. Anyway, sorry y'all. Trying to think of shit. I mean, I'm on here honestly right now because it's fucking with my head, knowing that this shit is happening, and sometimes you just need to get out and vent and just let that shit go out. You know what I mean? How the fuck do I fix this? Anyways, sorry about that. So from what I read, though, or not what I read, from the announcement or the shit that they were talking about on there, the shooter is dead. So I'm guessing he popped himself. You know, uh, the school year is obviously done for that school, if not for that whole district. And so I mean, I guess that's the problem with social media, that, you know, we've gotten so used to everything being at the speed of now that we want these answers immediately, you know? And it becomes a frustration when we can't have those answers. Fucking sickening. I'm sure soon they'll say something along the lines of fucking it was a long gun or this type of weapon and blah, 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 other bullshit. So, whatever. All right, people. So tell me what else is going on in the world. Let's get off of that topic if y'all want. What's going on in y'all lives out there, man? Today, what? Let's talk about what I was going to talk about today. Um, and you know, if you guys want to bring it back around, that's cool and all. Um, I saw a video earlier on the TikTok, man. I don't even know if it was on the TikToks. Saw a video about some. You know what? I'm not even gonna go there. It's just not the same. I got that shit too much on my head, and I guess it's gonna be another conversation for the shrink this week. You know, how do y'all feel about this? What are y'all thoughts? Like, how does this Does this anger you? Does it frustrate you? You know, shit. Why is this such a fucking American goddamn problem? Dude, McKiller, whenever you want to come down and shoot the shit, brother, it's always open. I got fucking dates available. Let's see. I got dates available starting from June 3rd all the way down, baby. So, June 3rd, if anybody want to hit me up, let me know. It frustrates me the fuck off. I'm fucking, yeah, I agree with you, Sanchez. I fucking agree with you. It's frustrating as fuck because it seems like rather than find the root cause of this problem, all we do is politicize this shit on fucking TV. When are these people, when did they become so desensitized? What fucking happened? Because this wasn't an issue in the 90s. Motherfuckers were shooting, but they were shooting at each other. You know what I mean? Motherfucker had a beef with somebody else, and they would go take care of it. So I don't fucking get it. All right. Risa said, it's upsetting. I mean, this crap has been going on more and more. The one I remember is Columbine in Colorado back in that. Yeah, I agree. Columbine was the first one that I recall of being like a mass school shooting. You know what I mean? I remember the Columbine. I remember watching that shit in fucking live on TV. The pacification of America. I agree that America is going through a wussification like a motherfucker, man. I agree wholeheartedly. You know, and but what exactly is this pacification? How is it leading? You know what I mean? How is it leading to the events that occur today? Does that make sense? Like I want to connect the dots. At work we do what's called root cause problem solving, where we don't we look at what the problem that we have is, right? We see what the issue is, and then we start backtracking, kind of like doglegging. What is it that's leading to that fucking specific thing? And you know what? It's funny. I started using it with my kids. To get to root causes of shit to try to fix certain habits that they have, and it's been working, bro. The kid looked like an emo kid. I actually just got texted what this piece of shit looks like. Oh, great. And he looked like somebody. He does look emo as fuck. I'm not gonna lie. Jesus Christ. So this is what I got. I don't know if y'all can see. You know, it's amazing. It's amazing, that the fucking why are we the only country in the world that this has happened? Emo Mexican. I know, dude. A fucking emo Mexican. How long before they politicize and say that, he crossed illegally? I'm waiting for that one, We can't focus on the shit that occurred. Let's focus on the background, Fucking sick. Mental health. I'm so tired of hearing about mental health issues. Why is it that, can anybody tell me, can maybe somebody conjure up a thought of why is it that mental health is such a big thing with our youth nowadays? Like, I mean, what is it? What is it with, I don't know. All right. So Frank says, I don't think we will have an explanation if it's just a troubled kid with a lack of parents to whoop that emo out of his ass. Touche. Touche. God damn it. And he was a trans too. God damn. God damn. Mexitrans. Emo Mexitrans. God damn, brother. He had a lot of shit going in his oh no, that doesn't sound right. He had a lot of issues already. Emo, trans, and then in Uvalde, he was probably getting punked. But why take it out on fucking little kids? That's my biggest issue. If you got a problem with a motherfucker, step up. You know what I'm saying? And handle it one on one with a motherfucker. And I'm sorry I cuss a lot, y'all. I mean, if you're new to listening to me, I cuss a lot. You know, it's just, and it's not because of my lack of education or vocabulary. It's just because I cuss a lot, because I do. That's just all there's to it, y'all. Anywho. And we know Hodgson, you just joking, baby. It's all gravy, baby. We on the gun line now. You know what I'm saying? We're on the gun line. That's how we talk out here. It's just trying to understand the mindset. Saying it would be politicized as trans. Oh, yeah, dude, in a heartbeat. You know, if he was. You know what I'm saying? If he was somebody from the alphabet community, it would be that he was bullied and that fucking, you know, he had no place to go to express himself, so he took it out on other people, you know, and it becomes politicized in that way. And they're going to say because Texas is a red state and gun toting, that's how it's going to be politicized, you know, it rather than, again, trying to fucking discover what is the real goddamn issue. So, anyway. Oh, there we go. That's how I do that. Anyway, y'all, if you guys are listening to me and this is your first time, my name is Lopez. I'm the host of the On the Gun Line podcast. We normally have 2 episodes a week. One is the midweek memo, which is normally what I'd be recording right now. And then usually drops Tuesday night for your Wednesday morning drive. And then I do a shoot the shit episode where I hang out with another veteran. We do a one-on-one fucking kickback interview type deal. You know, get to know who they are, talk about their fucking time in the military and whatnot, and just chop it up, shoot the shit. You know what I mean? Get some funny stories out of it. And also, you know, it's a good, I like to call it therapy without the therapist. That's what I kind of like coin it as. So, but anyways, that's a bit about me. So, you know, if you dig in this, just do me a solid, you know, hit the like, you know, and just keep commenting on here, man. I'm having a conversation with y'all, and this is the type of shit that I like, you know, just conversing with y'all and getting to go back and forth. Granted, there's a 20-second delay, but it's all good. And Felice, you're right. People don't throw fucking hands anymore. They should. You know, I'm going to tell y'all a story right now, all right? I'm about to get personal with y'all. So, check this out. I told my daughter, since she was in kindergarten, to never allow herself to get punked. You know, and that's in the form of anybody talking crap to you, anybody trying to mess with you, push you around. You don't let that happen. You're a Lopez. We don't start fights, we finish them. You know, so that was the stuff that I've been preaching to her ever since she started going to school, ever since kindergarten. And it's biting me in the ass, y'all. It's biting me in the ass now because my daughter has become, I don't want to say physical, but she's not a pushover. And when people start talking crap and she gets pissed off, she doesn't punch them specifically, but she'll push them, you know, or do something of that sort, you know, to try to get the disengage. Now, this was normal back when I was in elementary, you know, or when I was in junior high. This was normal shit. It was just schoolyard shit. You know what I'm saying? But now she keeps getting what they call in-school suspension because of her doing this. It's because motherfuckers are, you know, either trying to make fun of her or trying to punk her. And again, maybe I overcorrected a little bit too much when I said, you know, don't let anybody try to punk you, because if they do, you'll be a punk forever. And it's biting me in the ass now. So You know, what ends up happening now, she's 12 years old. She's in junior high, which that's another thing I'm pissed off about. Because, first of all, sixth grade should be in elementary. Because in sixth grade, you're dealing with junior high schools. You know what I mean? Junior high school is seventh, eighth, and ninth. You're dealing with teenagers. When you put 11-year-olds with teenagers, there's different mentalities there. So, anyways, but going back to my daughter. So, yesterday, some fucking little kid goes up to my daughter during lunch and starts, trying to be a little bitch to her. So, my daughter, tells this other kid, like, she responded with some attitude to this other kid who was trying to talk shit to her. So then this little chick turns to my daughter and says, "Oh, somebody's got an attitude," or something like that. And I told my daughter that if anybody starts talking shit before you get physical with them, go fucking find a teacher. Tell that person, leave me the hell alone, leave me the fuck alone. I don't care if she drops an F-bomb on them. You know what I'm saying? As long as she makes it clear, like, leave me the fuck alone, I don't want to be dealing with you. And go tell a teacher and let them know, like, hey, can you get this kid away from me? Because I'm not trying to get into any trouble. You know what I mean? Because she keeps getting in trouble for pushing motherfuckers to get them away from her. Well, apparently, this little shit of a kid said something to my daughter. And so she goes and tells the teacher, hey, can one of y'all go get this hellhound of a child away from me before I end up throwing hands or putting my hands on her, something to that extent, or punching this bitch in the face, she said, something like that. So my daughter I get a call at home telling me, come pick up your kid because your daughter's being disruptive. My daughter's being disruptive because she went to a teacher to say, hey, can y'all keep this fucking kid in check? You know what I mean? So it's like, what the fuck can I do then? You know what I mean? What the fuck can I do? Now, could she have worked on her delivery? Yes, I get it. She has to work on her delivery. She didn't have to go and call a child a hellhound. I get it. But still, I'm proud of her, and I told her she wasn't in trouble because she did exactly what I told her to do, which was go find somebody, a teacher, to stop it from escalating. You know what I'm saying? And shit, if they need to throw hands, fuck it. Just tell her, meet me at the basketball court, 3 o'clock after school, throw some motherfucking hands. But apparently you can't do that no more because now that's fucking assault. What happened to motherfuckers just fighting? That's one of the fucking problems we have now. I think motherfuckers aren't allowed to throw hands. Yeah, you win some fights, you lose some fights. I've gotten my ass kicked. Quick story for y'all. I was in sixth fucking grade when I was a kid. I was walking home from school, South Park Elementary. I was right there on the corner of San Pedro and Manchester out there in L.A. And as I crossed the street, this big black kid named James or Jason, one of those two, comes up to me like, I heard you were talking about my mama. I'm like, what the fuck are you talking about? I had just bought my donut, man. I took a bite out of my donut. This motherfucker comes, bam, pops me right in my motherfucking mouth. Bro, that shit hurt. So I grabbed my donut. I gave it to my homeboy Guillermo. I let Guillermo hold this shit for me real quick. I squared up, and we started fucking fighting right there on the corner of motherfucking San Pedro and motherfucking Manchester, bro, right next to the motherfucking Shell. And we're throwing hands, and he's getting the best of me. I mean, he's fucking me up. He was a bigger dude, And he popped me in the chin. I popped him in the face. Overall, he whooped my ass. All right? So he ends up whooping my ass. One of the moms comes and separates us, and he takes off. He's like, don't talk about my mama, blah, 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 blah. Anyways, I didn't back down. That's what I'm saying. I didn't back down. We were broken up. The next day in school, he comes up to me. He's like, hey, man, I want to apologize for fighting with you yesterday. It wasn't exactly these words, but it was, my bad because somebody had told me you were talking about my mama, blah, blah, blah. And I told him, it's okay, man. We shook hands about it afterwards, and that was it. The shit was taken care of. I got my ass whooped, but we went one-on-one, toe-to-toe. You know what I mean? Let motherfuckers go throw hands, brother. Throw hands. Anyway, let's read some of these comments I got going on right here. I appreciate y'all, man. I really appreciate y'all commenting here. Let's see. He was shot by law enforcement, says Risa on the last report. Risa says, I know they are giving Governor Abbott crap about defending unborn lives rather than kids living and breathing now. We'll see what false promises happen in the mid-elections. Memo Quez Velasquez says, reminds me of someone. I wonder who that would be. Hodgson says, I agree with you a lot. I think mental health is serious, but it's treatable. So looking at this makes you think, why don't those who are affected by mental health, 98 to 99% of them, shoot up the fucking schools because it's not normal? And Lopez Squared says, isn't there supposed to be emphasis on bullying in school? You know what? Every time I fucking go to my kid's school, it's a bully-free zone. It's a bully-free zone. Is it though? Is it though? You know what my daughter told me about that little fucking kid that was talking shit to her yesterday? Apparently, because my daughter, she has a little mouth on her. You know what I'm saying? And it comes from her mom, and myself. You know, we just can't keep our fucking mouths shut. And apparently the teachers were saying, oh, better be careful. This girl's not the one you want to mess with. All you're doing is giving my daughter a fucking challenge. And my daughter will not back down from a challenge. You know, but anyways, that's so much for the fucking bully zones. You know what I mean? Risa says in Colorado, we have a thing called safe to tell. If kids are being bullied and etc., it's crazy how stupid fast the system works here. And I get it. And it's cool. You know, go tell. You know, if it's working, fuck it. You know, I think they should bring in fucking boxing gloves, throw them in gym class, be like, y'all got issues with each other? Put them up. You know, put them up. Let them go toe to toe, but it has to stop there, and that's it. There's no more fucking bullying, you know? Shit, I remember as a kid, I was a scrawny ass little fucking Hispanic kid that always got punked by the big ass black kids because I was we weren't that many. You know, it was mostly blacks and a lot of Mexicans, but not that many. And, you know, I was always that little Mexican. Go get that little Mexican, you know, and motherfuckers would chase me and fuck me up. It's just the way it was where I grew up. But I fought back, you know. I fucking fought back. I threw hands, you know, even if I got my ass whooped. And guess what? The bullying stopped. You know what I mean? So there's a package deal, mental misfires, broken homes, bully situations or being a bully, identity crisis, and motivators, violent games and movies. We are talk heavy shit, not of stuff as we saw as kids. This shit is out of control. They have a mental break, and it's a wrap. You right, Hodgson. You right. 2 people tried to bully me when I was a kid, says Lopez Squared, and we fought both times and became good friends. And then Velasquez says, depends on who you are, man. I've seen that shit. And, of course, Velasquez brings out the I'm not a Mexican. You right. You right. That's the worst part, bro. I'm not even a fucking Mexican, and I was getting called that little Mexican. Ain't that some bullshit? Motherfucker. All right. Even in the army, if guys had beef, they fought it out, then went to chow together. Fucking facts. Fucking facts. I mean, how many times, you know, there would be lockdowns in the barracks or, you know, even on deployments, like you just lock up the motherfucking door, throw hands, squash it. You know what I mean? But I'm tired of it being a mental fucking issue because what it is a lack of fucking respect. It's a lack of respect that I think, and this is just my opinion. I don't wear a fucking lab coat. I don't have a degree except for my GED, and but I have a lot of common fucking sense. I think, you know, I think I have a lot of wisdom. You know, street knowledge. I got 44 years under my belt, and I think a lot of it has to do with respect, man. You know, kids aren't being taught to fucking respect or being taught fucking morals, you know. Kids are fucking hell to the yeah, bring back that tree line, baby. But I think that that a lot of it has to do with the kids aren't given values, man. And I don't want to overgeneralize like that. I don't think it's as big as a problem as we think it is. It's just focused and hyper fucking inflated when it happens. It kind of reminds me of, like, I always go to this, like when there's like a shark attack out on the East Coast, like in Florida, you know, all of a sudden there's another shark attack and another shark attack and another shark attack. So it's like a fucking epidemic of fucking shark attacks. You know what I mean? So I just think that it's something like that. When it happens, it gets super publicized and everybody fucking knows about it. And it's just, I don't know, dude. I'm confused on so much shit. I contradict myself. And I'm happy I have you all that I can fucking dish this out to, who will interact with me and be like, Lopez, you're fucking talking retarded, bro. And I could accept that, And then Lopez Squared says, I agree. The problem is we raise our kids one way while they interact with other kids who have no house training at all. There is no standard in how we are supposed to raise our kids, no values we share as a country anymore. I agree with you on that, Lopez Squared. I do, specifically with, our children are reflections of their households. You know what I mean? And so they're going to take to the schoolyard whatever they see at the house. So, I mean, there is no fucking standardized way of teaching kids. All you could do is look at the adults in this country are so divided in reality and differently. All right, let's see what Risa says to Daniel. Agreed. My oldest was being bullied by a damn redneck, and as soon as found out about it, school cops were involved and came to find out she was the only one being bullied. Needs to say that kid isn't going to that school anymore. Velasquez says, I feel like most kids are being raised by parents that don't want to be parents. They hand them over to tablets. And you know what? Velasquez, yes. I agree with you on that so hard, that our children that are being raised, I think, are being raised by parents who, I don't want to say by their own fault. Some of them don't want to be parents. They want to just throw them in front of YouTube, like you said, and let that do the raising, and then they wonder why their kids are fucking coming out goddamn either violent or knocked up or, dude, when my 11-year-old came to me and started talking to me about grown folk shit, I knew there was a problem, because we don't talk grown folk shit around my kids like that. That's coming from the schools. And it pisses me the fuck off that these fucking teachers, if they're hearing this shit, they need to put a stop to that shit. Like, hey, that's not a topic that should be talked about in school. And I mean, pick your fucking poison on what topics they are. If you know me, you know. That type of shit is not for the schoolyard. And if fucking teachers hear that kind of conversation happening, they need to step in and be like, hey, quit talking about that. What y'all doing talking about? Y'all need to go play tag. That's what y'all need to go do. Quit talking about fucking mommies with mommies and daddies with daddies and shit like that. That is not school appropriate, especially in fucking first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth grade. You know what I'm saying? That's just, and if y'all don't like my opinion, please feel free to give me your fucking opinion. I will read it here, and it's not like I think down on you or think lower of you. I think it's just my opinion, and you can have your opinion, and we can have a fucking dialogue. You know what I mean? So, anyways, that's where it's all stemming from, man. I think a lot of parents, especially my generation, because it's my generation's kids that are fucking doing this shit. All right, I was born in '77. All right, I was born in '77, and fucking, we were called latchkey kids. We're Generation X. We're the ones that knew how to fucking take care of ourselves, and because we were fucking brought up that way, we wanted to make sure that we didn't have children that felt in the same fucking sense as we did, So what did we do? We overcorrected hardcore, and then that turned into fucking helicopter fucking parenting. Which is why you have all these fucking Karens now, or you have all these fucking parents that are like, the trophy generation, because my generation over fucking corrected. We try to correct one part, but we overcorrected it, and now we got the wussification of fucking America, as it was said earlier by James, and because if you tell a kid, sorry, second place is first loser, all of a sudden you're a bully for saying something like that. You know, I had to tell my daughter that, my 9 year old. I told her, like, because she was saying, first is the worst, second is the best. And then I told her, no, not at all. First is first, second is first, but it's the first loser. You know what I'm saying? So, anywho, I'm on my soapbox today, y'all. I shouldn't have drank that fucking bang along with the goddamn coffee. I'm getting fucking pumped up, y'all. But yeah, fucking, oh God, talking about sex, are you fucking serious? In elementary school? Are you for reals? Dude, check this out, man. If you're like me, you never had the birds and the bees talk by the parents. I don't know what parents do that shit, honestly. I've never seen it personally. I've never had this conversation. You know, the birds and the bees, that's some shit that I saw on TV. You know what I mean? When I learned about the facts of life per se, it was honestly, it was watching fucking porn. So, let's see. My 12-year-old niece got a burner phone from a 16-year-old at her school, a private school at a church. The things kids have access to and they do and talk about behind adults' back. Bro, you're right. You know, we were all kids at one time too. You know what I mean? So I don't want this to come out as like we weren't kids. I didn't forget what I was when I was a kid. What I was like when I was a 12-year-old kid. I was an asshole. Like I'm talking about, I was a complete asshole. You know, we used to turn the lights off in the in elementary school and run around the hallways, boys and girls, and you know, grabbing on girls' butts and shit like that. It's what we did. It was like that back then. You know, nowadays that's a fucking charge, and you're gonna be on a fucking on a record forever for that type of shit. You know. Let's see. Lopez Squared says, one of my biggest fears is my kids each having their own cell phones and are monitored. Want to give my kids freedom, and I want them to be able to talk to me about everything. Velasquez, he says, I feel like the advance in technology has a lot to do with how the kids are now. I agree with you. Technology has been both a blessing and a fucking nightmare at once. You know, because we've all become fucking dependent on that shit. You know what I'm saying? Tretnero, what's going on, my brother? He says, my daughter is saying the same shit. First is the worst, second is the best. I told her that's stupid. Who told her that shit? Exactly, bro. Exactly. That's the stupidest shit. I mean, if that's the case, then if first is the worst, then yeah, they're right. Biden is the worst. Second place should have fucking won then if that's the motherfucking case. Oh shit, here I go on my motherfucking here I go on my soapbox, y'all. Oh man, I'm just fucking I'm just playing, y'all. I'm just playing. I ain't gonna go there. But yeah, it's stupid. It's fucking stupid. You know, my 11-year-old came to me last year talking to me about communism, brothers. Communism. When I was 11 years old, I didn't know no motherfucking communism. I mean, I knew Russia was communist. That's about it. That's where my extent of communism knowledge went to. But it's this fucking access that these kids have to these. And look, my daughter, she has her own cell phone. I got her a fucking phone mainly because, you know, honestly, I like to go on my motorcycle with my old lady sometimes around the block or whatnot. You know, and she's at the house, the kids are there, and she can watch them, you know what I'm saying? All right, and don't start fucking coming after me fucking with your, you shouldn't do that with your kids type bullshit. Look, man, it's a little bit of freedom that they can get, you know what I'm saying? So, like you were saying earlier, Lopez Squared, you know, I want to give them that sense of liberty and freedom, but still have that fucking hand over, you know what I mean? You know, I don't know how to explain it, y'all. But I let them be kids. I want them to be kids, you know, and kids aren't enjoying a childhood anymore. They're not. And these kids that were affected by this fucking shooting today, their life is fucking, it's done, bro. You know, their life, that's some trauma shit that they're going to deal with, you know. It's hard to find a balance between freedom and restrictions for them. Yeah, you're right, bro. It really is. Because, I mean, it's crazy. Them collect calls, pay phone. Then hang up equals come pick me up. Oh, dude, yes, Felice. I did that so much, bro. I did that so much. Like, please say your name. Hey, yo, it's Danny. Come pick me up, fool. I'm over here on fucking Broadway and 79th. You know what I'm saying? Oh, my God. Dude, it's fucking crazy. Yeah, you're right. You're right. Let's see, but we have to notice that these tragedies always happen to soft targets. So when you say soft targets, Lopez, do me a favor. If you could explain a bit of that. What do you mean by a soft target, bro? Like, I guess you're saying, I mean, like, I get what you're saying in a way, I guess, as far as like, they're picked deliberately because they know that no one's gonna be there, I guess, to stop them or to engage them. I mean, I can see that, but it's I don't know, dude. If that's the case, I mean, all elementary schools are fucking soft targets, bro. I mean, how do? But again, we're looking at solutions right now. We're instead of let's go back to what is the root cause of this shit. What is causing these kids to want to go and shoot up a fucking school? And don't give me the fucking mental health bullshit. Because I have a lot of motherfucking friends with a lot of fucking mental health issues that are on a lot of motherfucking pills, bro. And fucking they're not out there shooting up schools. You know what I'm saying? Where does it come from? I think again the root cause is home. The root cause is the fucking home. What was going on at home? And what is it that the parents didn't pick up on? Why did he kill his grandmama? That's fucking crazy. A Mexican kid killing his grandma? Bro, that's not our people shit. Sorry, white folk. I'm not trying to throw y'all under the bus, but I mean, that's not normally our folk to do that shit, Especially grandmama. It's partly mental health, mostly media sensation. Yeah. Media sensation, I could see that. Mental health, bro, I can't get aboard that train anymore, man. I'm tired of hearing the mental health. I can't get aboard that train. And let's say it is mental health. What's causing the mental health issue? What's causing the depression in these fucking kids? You know what it is? And it's funny because Louis C.K. had a bit on this. And if y'all don't know who Louis C.K. is, he's a comedian, but he did a bit on this as far as like, how much our kids their brain is overstimulated with all this fucking technology, bro. Television. They don't even watch TV anymore, bro. You know what they watch on my TV? YouTube on my TV. They watch YouTube on my TV. They watch YouTube on their fucking iPad. They watch YouTube on their laptop. So, it boils down to the parenting to see what the fuck they're looking at, to see why they're overstimulated. But what I'm getting at is he was doing the bit that their brain is so overstimulated. And then just if you want to see how overstimulated they are, go ahead and turn off your Wi-Fi and unplug the TV and see how not only your kids react, look at how you react. You know what I mean? How many times have y'all not been on a motherfucking road trip and all of a sudden, bam, you have no Wi-Fi and you're fucking going crazy trying to fucking scroll to find something? We're at fault too, gentlemen and ladies. We're at fault too. I say partly mental health because no sane person would do that. I don't know. Yeah, I guess you're right on that. I think it's the desensitization, maybe. Just the access. And again, because I'm all about freedom, bro. I'm all about freedom. But I'll call you after the live and chop it up about what I mean in more detail. Yeah, no doubt, bro. No doubt. I mean, I get what you're saying, too. And if you want, dude, instead of chopping it up like that, if you want, bro, I could fucking fill you in and get you out here on June 3rd. How does June 3rd sound for you, Lopez Squared? I can get you in so we could definitely have a deeper conversation on this. You know what I mean? And we could chop it up. Let me know what you think, bro. And for anybody out there, if you want to come hang out with me on the gun line and just shoot the shit like we're doing right here, hit me up, man. And I'd be glad to get you onto the podcast. Maybe he thought he was not gonna get shot like the dude last week, man. What dude last week? Did I miss about another shooting last week? What happened last week? I need to know. Okay, hey Lopez, I got you in for June 3rd, brother. We're definitely gonna go. We're gonna go ahead and do this, and because I do like hearing your point of view, and we could definitely discuss this, and by then we'll know a lot more about what happened here. So I think they just want to be immortalized. Buffalo, what the fuck happened in Buffalo? Am I? This goes to show y'all, man. I am so out of touch with what's going on in the world. So we had a shooting in Buffalo. I hate to say this, man. I hate to say this. Um, oh, it was a racist attack in Buffalo. Again, I don't fucking know, bro. I mean, oh wait a minute. I think I heard. Is this the one about the shopping center or the at the supermarket? What's going on, Big Mill? I know you've been away for a minute, man. I felt lost, brother. I felt lost without you. Yeah, I think I did hear about that. I just anytime I hear it being politicized, I just stop paying attention because again, we're not getting to the root cause of what the fucking problem is. So don't come at me with the guns are the root cause. Don't come at me that we need to be like Australia or Europe where we need to take away the guns because you know what? This is something that started happening recently. All right. This is not something that's been going on in the 50s, 60s, and 70s when everybody fucking had access to fucking weapons. Kids would go hunting. Did you know that back in the old days, motherfuckers would go to school with a shotgun in the back of their goddamn truck and nobody batted an eye? I'm just saying, what the fuck changed? I need to know what changed, and I want to know what y'all's opinion is. Currently at Fort Knox for about 60 more days. All right, brother. For those that don't know, old Miller and myself, we go way back. That's my brother from another mother, and that's my brother right there. Not that y'all ain't my brothers here as well, my brothers and sisters. Just Miller and myself, we go way back, and he was there when I ran into a goddamn beam when I got kicked out of the board. So let's see. You know me, I'm two-way to the death. Yep. I agree with you. I agree with you. How many of y'all agree? I mean, I don't even know how many people are viewing this shit. Maybe like 3 people. I don't know. But do y'all agree that there should be weapons held by teachers? What would be the problem with concealed carried by the teachers? Not open carry, just concealed carry. Because here's my thought on open carry. If I see you have a gun, you're going to be my first target. So, I think that should be a thing. Let the teachers be carrying, man. I mean, I'm thinking about honestly homeschooling my children. I fucking really am. These people who have shit lives are nobodies. Think this will be the way to become known. Yeah, you're right. You're right. And I'm happy that they're not putting out their motherfucking name. And if they do put out their name, fuck him. Fuck him. This shit's going to really hurt me. And I'm not going to lie. It's going to fucking hurt me when I start putting the faces to the kids. Because it's too fucking much. Increased training for the teachers. I agree. When I was in elementary school in the 6th grade, I was at South Park Elementary. I remember we had shootings, but again, it was South Central LA. So it wasn't like a school shooting per se. It was more of like a drive-by shooting. The school was not on the greatest neighborhood. It was off of Avalon and in Manchester and It was just a very bad neighborhood out there. But what I'm getting at, these type of things, shootings happen all the time. So yeah, Ryan Finnan, pleasure to have you here, brother. I never met you before, but I love seeing you here. Thank you. And yeah, I'm really really debating the homeschooling, honestly, because fucking I'll take a hit financially because I'd have to quit working, but it's worth it for my kids' fucking well being. But at the same time, I think about it, and if we do that, if we really do that, though, then it's kind of like giving in to what that motherfucker wanted. And and I don't like fucking feeling like that either. Lopez says, I carry everywhere I go. There is somewhere I can't carry. I just don't go. I'm medically retired and I'm almost never go on post. I sent my daughter to private school, Catholic school. Right on. I want to send my kids to military school. But I don't want them to come out fucking, more knuckleheaded than they already are. I don't know, y'all. What do y'all are some kids? You know what? When we were younger, we knew the kids that were special. You know what I'm saying? They rode even a different type of bus. They left out of school earlier than we did. You know what I'm saying? They had special little places where they would go and be. They were easy to identify. And I'm thinking that maybe somewhere around the cracks, this kid possibly, in order so that he didn't feel that he was being ostracized, they didn't put him, or they didn't put him with the rest of the other, special kids. And shit like that happens, bro. They fall through the cracks, and next thing you know, boom, boom, boom. I don't know, man. Does anybody out there, do you guys homeschool? And if you do, how does that work for y'all? Because, I seriously have been wanting to homeschool, specifically after this shit that's going on with the fucking, not just the fucking, the school shootings, but like I was telling y'all earlier with my own daughter. My own daughter, for those of y'all that didn't hear earlier, my daughter has been getting into trouble in school because ever since she was in kindergarten, I told her, stand up for yourself, don't be a punk, because the day you become the day you get punked one time, you will be a punk for the rest of your life. So, with that, she keeps getting in trouble because she's not a little punk. And you know what? I'd rather have a daughter who's not a little punk and stands up to motherfuckers and has that reputation of being a little of knocking motherfuckers out if they get in her way, than fucking somebody who is timid and feared and gets bullied. You know what I mean? Lopez says, well, now it's insensitive to have special needs kids treated like special needs. And I feel you, bro. I feel you. My youngest is special needs, and his needs are not as much as others are. But yeah, there's a certain way that things need to be taught, or he needs to be treated, or needs to be spoken to. Let's see. Velasquez says it was a good break from them, but not socializing is not good. Okay. Oh, okay. So you had kids that was Okay, so let me scroll up some. Velasquez, you're saying it's hell. It was a good break for them, but not socializing is good. Lopez says I don't homeschool, but in my personal opinion, I think it's better for my kids to go to public school in order to have better socialize with people and see the world. Lopez Squirt says one of my kids is special ed student. So yeah, you feel what I'm saying. So to those of y'all with the homeschooling thing, I get what you're saying, brothers. I get what y'all saying. I mean, especially just experiencing it from when the whole Rona shit started, when motherfuckers were out there like, we're gonna do video learning. That shit sucked. And honestly, in my opinion, I think it's sometimes I blame myself. All right, I'll be straightforward with you. I blame myself because I want to give my kids um, a certain quality of life. So both my wife and myself have to work, in order to maintain that quality of life that we want. And because we want that quality of life for them, it suffers in the back end because one parent is not home. So I'm a firm believer that there should be a fucking parent at home. You know what I mean? To help with the rearing of the child at home. So I think, how much does that have to do with it? How much does, the parents not being, because both of my parents worked and I was a knucklehead. You know what I mean? I'm not saying that if my mom would have been home more, my dad would have been home more, that I wouldn't have taken the paths that I had done. But I mean, there's probably going to be a better chance that I wouldn't have. You know what I mean? What I do appreciate with my kids, though, I do have open communication with them. They fear me, but they love me and respect me. So I don't know. I'm rambling, y'all. And if y'all still listening to me, I appreciate it, man. Let's see. Yeah, half the year. I live on the north side of the Springs. Let's say we a bit out of place in the shit show at the school, man. We went to homeschool halfway through this year, but I think they will do better in person than in front of the computer all day. Yeah, I agree with you, dude. I do agree with that. They need to have that socializing. They need to have that social skills. The social skills are needed, especially to survive in life. You know, and that's one of the things I try to tell my kids. Like, again, it goes back to that first is worst, second is best. Who says that shit? Who really says that shit, man? That's how you end up raising kids. They end up going to shoot up motherfucking schools because they end up finishing fucking second. Because they find out in the real world, there's winners and there's fucking losers, y'all. Now, I'm not saying kids are losers. What I'm saying is you have winners and you have losers at life. Now here's the caveat, as first sergeants would say. It's what you measure success in. What is success to you? You know what I mean? Now, if finances is what you consider successful, you're gonna give up a lot in order to fucking anyways, I'm going to a whole different topic there, subject. I don't know. I'm just rambling now. Anyways, what I'm saying is the world's going to need ditch diggers. Just is what it is. Not every kid's a doctor. Not every kid's a fucking lawyer. And here's the problem. Let's stop making it seem that because a motherfucker's a ditch digger, it's a bad thing. You know what's bad? Stealing and robbing. That's bad. But a motherfucker out there hustling, digging ditches, being a janitor, doing what they got to do to survive and support. Let's not say that's, let's not stigmatize that as not being, let's not stigmatize that as being something that's low class. You know what I mean? I don't think that college isn't for everybody. How about we elevate trades? How about we elevate that? How about we elevate the working fucking man and the working fucking woman that are not out there fucking stealing and robbing, that are out there sweating their ass off to provide for their family? That right there, even if some people will look at a fucking guy that's out there outside of Home fucking Depot, as a fucking loser because he's out there trying to get a fucking job. That's not a fucking loser, my friend. That man's a fucking winner. You know why? because he's out there hustling to put fucking food on his table, clothes on his and his family's back, and a roof and shelter over his kids' fucking heads. So that is a fucking winner to me. You know what a loser is? A loser is a motherfucker that leeches off the goddamn government, able-bodied to fucking work, but rather just claim that they can't work or they can't find a fucking job, so they need government fucking help. That is a fucking loser. All right? Whatever happened to exhausting all resources? Whatever happened to taking fucking pride in what you did? You know what I'm saying? What happened in having pride in what you do? Did something fucking... Where did America go fucking wrong? When did we start... You know when? When we started saying it's okay to be on welfare. It's okay to stay at home and, you know, and not do any kind of work, and we'll pay you for it. That's when we started making that a fucking job. Motherfuckers went on unemployment and stayed on unemployment like it was a fucking job. They made it their business to find out what was needed to stay on unemployment and receive money. If these motherfuckers could do research like that, holy shit, if they actually applied it to something that was something that they could make money off of, you know what I'm saying? Their research qualities are fucking outstanding because they can research exactly what laws they need to fucking follow in order to fucking receive free money. They go out there, they'll research, oh man, you'll get free phone for this, you'll get free money for that, you can get free money for this. You can do all that research to get free money, right? How about you do that at a fucking place of employment where you can get a steady fucking check? Bring back standards. Bring back the word standards. Holy shit. Yes. Hodgson says, what made this shithead have a mental breakdown to stop measuring success? What made him stop fucking being a stable citizen and lose it? That's a great question. That is a great question, y'all. Anyway, everybody, I appreciate y'all being here with me today. Whoever commented, thank you. I don't even know if I can save this and drop it as a podcast. If I do find a way to do it, I'll drop it as the fucking midweek memo. But thanks a lot for hanging out with me. If you guys want to see more of these live interactions, man, let me know. Let me know what y'all thought about this. And y'all have a good one, man. With that said, rounds complete. End of mission. Gun line out. Bye, motherfuckers.